Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll look to throw. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. Tight end going in motion here. A play fake. Now Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing again. Williams. Open man. That's Rome Odunze. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. The Bears are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. They send a receiver in motion left. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. His first touchdown of the new campaign. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. He'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Bears have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Seahawks get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. It could be in for a long game.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance.
And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Go! They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to Swift. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but He does have enough to pick up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back.
That is caught. What a throw. Roll, Otunze. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to throw again. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. And he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. To throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. This one intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up first and goal. Here's Miller. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
Here we go, set. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's trying to get to the pylon, but won't get there. Mark out right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job defensively, Mike. Not only to blanket the receivers and give the quarterback nowhere to go with the ball, but then when he tucks it down, being able to force him out wide to the sideline and get him out of bounds, great job by the defense.
Throwing here on to the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. They face second down and 7. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That one's good for 29. He'll get this out wide. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
On the set. Go! Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Miller. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's second and 9.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw out of the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Ready up.
Here's a second and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First down, Seahawks. Let's go now.
Now give to Miller running right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll swing this out to Swift. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Down inside the 10. And he's in. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Chicago. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. On play action, he'll set up to throw into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's to the 15. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
Next to score, Bears 42, Seahawks 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own
First and 10 now from the 36. They send the tight end in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll run again. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Williams. Set up the wide receiver screen. It's Odunze. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. And he's into the end zone yet again. Rome Odunze. Touchdown Bears. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bears 49, Seahawks 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. DK Metcalf. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Makes the score Bears 49, Seahawks 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A play fake. Now Williams. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
3rd and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up.
Let's go now.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3